Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading for none other than my collective. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to the spiritual rounds. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified every time I come on. So, yeah, and it's an energetic donation to the channel. It costs you nothing, but the donation is everything, and we appreciate you. All right, we appreciate you. All right, so we're getting ready to get started. Just gonna make sure that those that need to know are in the building. So no more dusty, musty, crusty energy going forward. Okay, no more. Time to focus on these green flags, positive energy. Yay, the seventh son. It's been a minute. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you are well. And hi. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you are doing good. So we're gonna start off with some crazy, sexy love notes to ourselves. Because you know what? This energy, you know, my downloads today were more about self and focusing on self and focusing on positivity and getting out of that mindset because the energy is negative around us. We know that. You know what I'm saying? On a macro and a micro scale, we have to contend with a lot of negative energy. Whether it's belongs to you or the folks around you, it just something that you don't want to hold on to. Energies are very unpredictable lately. Okay, so that's another challenge. So if everybody is good, everybody is good. Glad. Thank you for asking. What's up, Cherry? So I felt like Spirit was leading me to read more on the internal. Because the external, we know it is very unpredictable, really chaotic. Like I say, on a macro or micro level, it's chaotic. But it doesn't have to be chaotic within. I know I let myself today make an emotional decision and I instantly regretted it. And I did everything I had to do to fix it, right? To put myself in a better position not to have to deal with some later repercussions down the line. So, but I had to go into straight reconnaissance mode, I guess. I just had to I was like, whoa, I'm moving too fast. I'm moving too fast. I'm moving too fast. But it was an emotional decision. And I was like, nope. And I got myself worked up and I was like, no, I'm not going to feed into this chaotic energy. You know what I'm saying? Well, you could ask a question. I haven't seen you in a long time, so I will allow that. But tonight is a collective energy reading. So ask why you have the moment before I pull for the collective. Because my energy be short these days. So, that's too general. What does Spirit want you to know? I mean, it's not too general, but that could be long winded. Do you have a specific what Spirit wants you to know about somebody, about a job or business or something? Like, give me something very specific. I'll hone in on that specific, but that's vague and that could go in a lot of different directions. I'll end up telling you something that you need to know, but you be really wanting to know something else. Let me pull out my other deck. This one. Are you on? Okay. I mean, that's still a little vague, but we'll see what it says. Let's see what spirits say. Matter of fact, this other day, you got me shifting gears. All right, spirit, give me a message for the seventh son. What does he need to know about his path? Is he on the right path? Spirit? Give me some insight. We'll do 3 cards on the bottom of the deck. What does he need to know? Wisdom. Okay. See, look. Insights into nature, physical. Nah, it says use your best judgment. More spirit. And that's past, present, expression. Yeah. Think with us. Okay. I'm getting a couple things with that. Okay. You, whatever you do is public, or it needs to be. Spiritually, you do something creative, or you are a very creative individual. So you need to be sharing your gifts with the world. Let me see, bottom of the deck. Savings. And it's something about saving your money. Um, so well, what I'm getting is this is sound it sounds more career based, but it sounds like what you do and who you are is very creative. Um, and you need to not be afraid to share your gifts with the world. But wisdom. So wisdom could be, let's just say you are a writer. I don't know if you write or make music or something like that. You need to be protecting your intellectual property. All right. So if you need to trademark something, trademark it. If you need to, what's the other thing? Trademark, copyright. Yeah, copyright it. Do the necessary steps. That's where the wisdom comes in. So, like, say if you make music, back in the day, and I don't know what they do now, but I remember back in the day, if you wrote a song, you wrote something, you don't have to write a song. If you write something, you would write it, mail it back to yourself, sealed, so there was a timestamp and it was closed. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you are musical. Well, that's what spirit is giving me, that you may do music or you write or you play music, something like that, right? You could be DJing, but it's a way you package your stuff so that it is unique and it's not easy to steal your style without you being able to say, hey, that's already mine, prepackaged, I did it already, cease and desist, right? So you do have a public face, people want to know who you are, but you have to be discerning about the company that you keep and the people that and the energy that's around you, and your business decisions, because it's affecting your money. So that's another thing when it comes to the people around you. If they affect your money, like if you paying like promoters, or promoters are paying you, or however it go, you know what I'm saying, start putting your money away too, because like I had somebody in my life years ago, and an astrology lady told me, she said they only have money when they have money, and when they don't, right? So this person in particular was, he was into fast money, I'll put it that way. And when he stopped doing the things to get fast money, he had no money. Okay, like broke as a joke money. Had a little job, but he didn't really have no money compared to what he was used to. I don't know why I'm channeling him right now, but what I'm getting is that if you get lump sums of money, you need to be putting a percentage of it away. I don't know if it funds your lifestyle or funds what you want to do, whatever the case may be. Put something aside, because savings is here. And it says you always need to put something off for a bad day. So, you know, and you might be the type of person that already does that. I got a cousin that she always say she broke. She ain't never broke. She ain't never broke. She say she broke, but she always got something aside. Car trouble, somehow she able to get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Car note, she always able to get it paid. Somehow, some way, she got something because she what I call it. She squirrels it away. She stores it like a little nut. Sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta maybe you need a multiple accounts that other people don't know about if you're into stuff and just you know what I'm saying into situations. Everybody don't need to know every coin that come into your pocket. Put some aside. I don't know, but you better save some money. I don't know about knowing things, but you could put what you know into your creativity, into your music. It could impact somebody. Oh, look, girl, you made me some ice tea. With your slippers on. Thank you. So, that's your reading. That's the answer to your question. I think you know you're supposed to focus on your gift. Your gift is music, and you got to be wise about the company you keep, and you got to save some money. Maybe not live your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe live a little bit more humble. I don't know. Doesn't mean that you are living beyond your means. Just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Striver. Hey, what's up, little brother? How you doing? What's going on with you? I see you checking in. Didn't think I recognize you, sir. I recognize you. Baby brother. All right, Spirit, let's do a collective reading. Yeah, I have a jar, I think, on the stove. What? Get out there. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What you need to know? Spruce up your nest. Thank you. Thank you, little bro. Love you. All right, Spirit. It says spruce up your nest. You know, it's funny. I have to do that. I have a barbecue coming up and I have to clean my garage. And the help that I thought I was going to get, I'm not getting. So maybe this the first weekend it won't rain. I can actually get in my garage and get some shit together. I have no choice. I got some things I start next week. So I got to do it. And I'm like already envisioning what I want to do with some things. What I want to get rid of, what I want to keep, what I want to store properly. You know what I'm saying? What I need easy access to. So, you may be thinking the same. My daughter just got it in her mind today. She wanted to clean her room. And when I say she cleaned it, pulled things out, cleaned her room, and reorganized and threw stuff out. And I didn't have to tell her to do it. I was like, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Tell me more, Spirit. But when you clean and you get rid of trash, you do open yourself up for blessings, right? The more you clean, the more you organize, the more your blessings can flow. And I got a lot of blessings I need, so I need to do some things myself. All right, Spirit. Decide. Yes. So decide. Okay, so that's back to the wisdom. What they saying here says it's time to make a decision. Being on the fence drains your energy. No matter what you choose, it will be the exact right thing for your spiritual path. Channel your energy, be decisive, learn, grow, and decide. Okay, I like that. So if you on the fence about something, it's time to make a decision. I know personally, I made some decisions today. Me and my husband made some. This is what we about to do with X, Y, and Z. That was the decision. You know. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, thank you, darling. All right. Tell me more, Spirit. One at a time. It said it's time to stop. Yo, somebody's procrastinating. What y'all procrastinating on? What is the decision that you've been wasting time about? Spirit said it's time to get to it. Thank you, baby. Can I straw? Why you just give me one? Just because these reusable ones are getting really dirty. The one is brand new ones down there. Thank you, baby girl. Love you too. Excuse me, y'all. So it's time to stop procrastinating. It says your current obligations and responsibilities can no longer be put off. Chop chop. It's time to buckle down and do the work. It's the what did it say? Oh, the resolution and abundance you seek requires actions. Ignore any naysaying voices. Believe in yourself. You could do this. Procrastination often comes from the fear that you can't. You'll be so relieved and proud when it's all behind you. Let me tell you something. I procrastinate sometimes in two different ways. So some of y'all can relate. Sometimes it's because I just don't feel like doing it, or I do feel like I can't. And then there's other thinking. And there's other times when spirit will slow me down. I'm like, I'm ready to go, and I can't. So it'll feel like procrastination, but I'm not urged to move. It's two different things happening. So get clear on what's going on for you. That's the message. Get clear on, because you need to decide something that is important. All right, and it might be something like um sprucing up your nest will make you find something that you've misplaced or you haven't thought about or that you need to get back to, but you find it in the sprucing up of the nest. It's like, oh man, there's the so and so I wanted to get to all this time and I hadn't touched. Boom, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more, spirit. Believe. Mm. It says there's magic all around you. Open up to the wonders of the universe. Notice the connections and synchronicities. Follow your feelings and believe with your heart. We successfully manifest our dreams when our feelings are in alignment with our plans. From that sacred union, the right ideas take shape, the best relationships blossom, and the stuff that's meant to easily fall in place meant to be easily falls in place. Everything is possible. So it's time to believe. Believe in whatever that is that you decided on that you procrastinating. Spirit said the only thing that's slowing you down is you didn't need to believe that it's possible, that it's meant for you, and that you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more, Spirit. Uh-oh. Ooh, something bigger is on the way. I like these cards today. Says allow your visions to expand. Allow your vision to expand and be open to the form it takes. You may discover that you were dreaming too small. Think bigger, bitch. Or that what seem like an obstacle is actually pointing you in a better direction. The universe always has your back. This the drop the mic card right here. Think bigger, bitch. Something bigger is on the way. So you one decision away from a blessing. You one decision away from your blessing. Whatever this is, whatever you sitting on, whatever you've been mulling over, man, whatever you've been picking up, putting down, thinking about letting go. And forgiveness heals. You know, sometimes we get slowed down due to pain, right? Pain in our connections, you know what I'm saying? The way people made us feel about ourselves. Sometimes we tell ourselves a narrative that really shouldn't be. And forgiveness does heal. Sometimes people hurt us in a way that slows us down. It's time to forgive the person, forgive the situation, and let it go and move on. So it says, forgive yourself and others. Let go of the old story. Release any guilt and blame. Everyone is doing the best they can. This includes you. Kickstart the healing process by surrendering all the judgment and hurt. Your health and happiness will thank you. I keep dropping it. Uh-huh. So yeah, there's that. Now I'm going back to the money deck. What you say? Release. Yep. Release that pain. Release that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, your girl was thirsty. All right, tell me more, Spirit. And we're going to go back to the, what's this deck called? Money Moves Oracle deck. I like this deck because it's not only about money moves, but, talks a lot about it. Says we back to choices and decisions, right? Says opportunities abound when you are in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. Look at your options. Somebody got lots of decisions to make. It ain't just me, collective. It's whoever's here. Y'all got some decisions you need to make. Um, it could be the difference between the place you want to live, how you want to live, where you want to work, what you want to do. Do you want to own your business? Do you want to work for a business? There's a lot of decisions. Do you want to be with this lover? Do you want to be in this neighborhood? Do you want to get married? Do you want to stay single? Do you want children? Do you want a family? It's so many decisions that you're like just an action away. The action could just be deciding. Don't let that hold you back because you got all these choices. Oh, there you go. And it says saving. So yeah, start saving for that money. Save that money for a rainy day. Okay, it says you always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. Um, I have well, she's not my aunt, but my cousin's grandmother was a very smart woman. When she came over from Jamaica, um I don't know what I know she worked in clean houses, but I don't know what else she did besides that. But she would put money in what they call those Christmas funds, right? Um, so it was like she get her regular check, but a little bit always went into a Christmas fund. But instead of using that for all only Christmas gifts, she would reinvest her money. So this woman bought her apartment building. She bought a house in another state. I think she has more. She probably had more than one. But she died single handedly. I mean, she had a husband, but he didn't contribute to that. Um, her assets. She died a millionaire as a grandmother. Okay, she kept everybody straight. Okay, she was the rock because she learned how to squirrel her money away. What's this say? It says expression, open your heart and connect with others. Express your creative self. So you might have some ideas that you're sitting on. So it's time. It's time to open it up. It's time to share it with the world. It's time to stop hiding behind whatever you hide behind. Spirit says somebody's hiding behind somebody. They not really coming up forward. They don't want to be in the spotlight. And it's okay. But at some point you gotta come forward because you have something that people want. You are what people want in some degree. Tell me more. Shedding, reducing losses, elimination, completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. What it say? Something bigger on the way? Think bigger, bitch. Okay? No more dusty, crusty energy. We thinking bigger. We are shedding. We are letting things go. We don't need it no more. We don't. So just like I was talking about sprucing up your nest, throw some shit out. You ain't used it now, I don't know how long. It don't really have any value. Release it. Or take it to the swap meet, sell it. We have flea markets. You got a flea market, go set up a table and and sell your stuff. Tell me more, spirit. Duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. Listen, people will disappoint you. Some people will surprise you and pleasantly, right? Um, don't put all your eggs into one basket, so to speak. Like, don't focus on one person, one situation, whatever. redirect that focus back on you. Because again, people, you can't put your energy too much into others, put it into you. And let's think about that. If you have something to offer, right? You have a service that you do. Don't expect all your people to just support. Okay. Just don't have that expectation. Business owner after business owner or creative after creative has always said that it was the perfect stranger will support me before my own. So the duality, you might get your feelings hurt if you expect the closest people to support you. Don't worry about them. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, because people will be like, yeah, yeah, girl, cheer you on and won't do nothing for you, won't promote you, won't salute you, won't even cheer you on when you really start doing it. So focus on just putting it out there for those that can appreciate it, whatever it is that you're doing. That's right, TBB. Think bigger, bitch. On the bottom of the deck. Spiritual work. Open your heart to spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. So a lot of y'all are light workers. The seventh son said he be knowing shit, right? So you're a light worker. It's time to do that work. It's time to hone your craft spiritually and get the messages that you be knowing. I've been knowing shit all my life and didn't know I'd be really knowing shit. I did. I've been knowing shit all my life. And I always heard people don't think like you. People don't think like you. I'm like, what does that mean? People don't think like me. Am I wrong? Well, no, but how you know? I don't know. It just makes sense. That's used to where I used to say it. Now I know it's a little bit more to it when it comes to me just following my intuition and listening to spirit. All right. So anyway, spirit says time to do that work. Don't worry about them dusty, musty crusties. Put the energy into yourself. Okay. Focus on your goals. Uh-oh. My lighter is off. I can't get this little thing do right no more. I think that's a little better, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, one more for this deck. One more from this deck, and then we're gonna move on. We're only 28 minutes in. We're doing good. Vacation. Start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. Take time to recharge. Um, you know, I just heard as soon as I saw that, take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Squirrel that money away, that savings, right? And make sure you allocate that. I don't know if any of you know, but Cash App allows you to save with a goal, right? So there are other online banks that let you do that, but you can save with a goal. So when I wanted to get this done, right? When I wanted to get this done and I had to save my money, I started putting my money in Cash App and then I labeled it tattoo. This is what I want. And I would put my little money aside. Every time I got something on there, I'll just go ahead, put it in the back end and put it in the savings and then file it under that. I hear there are other online banking apps that allow you to do that. So take advantage of those resources. Like if your bank allows you to allocate, your own savings into different pockets. You know what I'm saying? And that way you only draw on that when you want to draw on that. Do that. It ain't nothing but debits and credits. It's not that hard. And then there's these saving things. I don't know what you call that. Well, these women be putting it looks like a photo album and they stick these dollars and 20s and hundreds in it. It's a savings plan type of thing. I don't know. I don't highly recommend that, especially if you never know who's coming in your house and you don't have a proper way to lock all that up. But there are ways you could draw. You could draw money from a partner's. We call it partners they call it susus, where people put money into a pot, and then their time to draw comes up, you get the whole pot, right? What everybody's been contributing. So, there's multiple ways to do it, but I feel like saving is of the order. If you have a community, you can do a susu or a partner, as long as you got a trusted banker. If not, make your own partners. Like I said, Cash App let you break that thing down. You can put something away for. You can label it whatever. I mean, they have some pre-labeled things. You can just change that to what you want. You know, and squirrel your money. And the good thing about that too with Cash App is when you see your balance, your I guess the check-in part, you don't see the savings, right? So once you put it in the savings, you don't see, you have to go look for it. So it's out of sight, out of mind, and being put away. And it accrues interest daily, I think. Don't quote me, but look into it for yourself. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. The home, your stability. It's, well, Spirit already says spruce up your home, so it's time to throw some shit out. It's time to do some spring cleaning, some organization, some summer cleaning, whatever you want to call it. It's time. I cannot disagree with that. And you may have many options and ways you want to do it. Like, I think I might have to hire a service to haul some crap away out this garage. But hey, it's gonna bring me peace of mind once it get done. You know what I'm saying? This is I hear sail away. Um, The 3 is giving Empress energy. It's going with the flow, but something is destined. Like something bigger. Oh, that's what it is. Something bigger is on the way. Mm. Girl, I need help too. I'll put them kids to work. Everybody gotta get to work so we can make this light work. You know what I'm saying? We ain't get no dolly for nothing. We gonna make this shit happen. Ooh, the cross the bear. Somebody has a hard decision to make, or what feels like a hard decision. Remember, we want action away from that decision not being so hard. If you don't procrastinate and you go ahead and do it, you find out the burden you thought was once a burden is light as a feather. But you can't get to the feather until you release the burden. And that might be whatever you consider is the hard decision, right? So let's just say you care about Dusty, Musty, Crusty, but you can't carry Dusty no more. Well, it feels hard. You like Dusty, but it's time to move on. You can level up easier when when you get rid of dead weight. Just saying. Take it how it resonates and how it applies. Yep, there we go with the duality. You got choices. What's this say? Let's stop procrastinating. Expression, deciding. There's some choices to be made. Okay. So, Spirit said there are no wrong answers. Okay. Um, what I do believe is that if we're destined for something, we're destined for it, right? As long as we make the decisions to move toward what we want. But sometimes when we make those decisions, sometimes we take a detour. We don't realize we're taking. We are led away. Maybe it's because it's something we need to learn, or maybe we did make a not so good choice. But whatever the case may be, there aren't no wrong answers. They're just merely lessons. So whatever you do, you might get to your destination going, damn, what took me so long? The lessons you needed. You had to learn something. But go ahead and make your choice. And when you make your choice, it becomes pregnant with more possibilities. Keep that in mind. Because a lot of times, being pregnant with possibilities just means more opportunities, more situations open up. You know, um, let's just say you make a decision to have a child, right? Well, once you make that decision, you go along with having a child. The child becomes, well, the child could be your blessing. And where that child decides to lead their own life, right? Once you help them lead their own life, could be a blessing, right? Had you not had that child, certain things wouldn't have happened in your life. It was a big decision to make to do that. Not everybody wants to do that. But for you, it worked because X, Y, and Z happened. Just think about it. Or you choose not to have a child. And because you chose not to have a child, you were able to travel a certain way, live a certain type of lifestyle without you know, the responsibility of a family. And it afforded you a certain life this lifetime. Every decision is pregnant with other possibilities. So there are no wrong answers, just lessons. Tell me more. All right, so here we got the divine masculine, but this is giving Dusty Musty. And it's in the challenge and lesson. So, you know, again, I just feel like this is leaving the Dusty Musty Crusty alone or behind or just being done. You know, maybe Dusty Musty ain't learned their lesson and you learned yours. We leaving that alone. We're not doing that no more. That lustful energy that just I'm just full of passion, but I have no goals, no drive. I can only live off of you type energy. I can't contribute to you or society. We leaving them people, male or female, they getting left behind. We ain't got time. We ain't got time to sort your life out, mother you, supposed to be lovers to you and be mothering you. Like nobody's doing that with that. No. We ended all that kind of energy. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, because this leads to confusion. We not and you got people to meet, okay? Along the way you gonna meet different people, you gonna have different experiences. Just leave Dusty Musty behind because right now there's networking to do, there's friendships to make, there's vacations to be had. You know what I'm saying? The people to hang out with, there's different soulmates on your path, and you never know who's the one for you. And you won't know until you release that dusty, crusty, musty. It's just easy. That's just how it is. Like when you let them go and you move on, you'll be able to soar. Really, yeah. Look at Dusty Musty. Dusty Musty don't want to let go, but shedding is here, right? The snake is here, so you want to shed this energy. You want to release this person. It says forgiveness heals. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Or even if they did, your spiritual work will help you forgive them. And that's not forgiving them like you go to them and said, "Oh, Johnny, I didn't appreciate what you did, but I forgive you." No, it's you gonna let the hurt go. That's your forgiveness. You don't feel no need to chastise them when you link up with them. You just release it. You've accepted it already. We talked about the cycles of grief, right? And in the cycles of grief, part of it is bargaining, and you know what I'm saying, all the different things, right? Depending on the wheel you're looking at, is 5 to 7 things roughly about the cycles of grief. But that acceptance part, that's when the burden goes away. That's when you are free because you're not arguing with nobody no more. You're not trying to hold nobody accountable either. You're just releasing it. This is who you are. This is what you meant. This is what it's about, and that's that. So Dusty Musty can move on, absolve from whatever they thought they was, had to do when it comes to you. You don't need none of that no more because you also don't need them. And in releasing them, you get to think bigger because something bigger is on the way. Now, something bigger could be another person. It could be another situation that is just lucrative for you. Like it's like moving into a new city and being able to have a social life now, or find new friends and have genuine interest with them, general likes, a deep understanding. Like it's like where you been all my life type energy, right? So you free yourself and open yourself up to new things. Look, keep your heart chakra open and free and uncumbered. Work on your trauma so that you could be light as a feather and go enjoy your life. But whatever you do, whether you go somewhere or you stay where you are, release the dusty, musty energy that would hold on to you with, as you can see, lust, romance, or passion, as they might want to call it, but more than what you need, or I should say, not what you need. You said the same message, Lati. Lord, tag me in that, or send that one that you saw particular today, because sometimes you do a couple. If you could catch the one that you saw today, send me that. But yeah, it's releasing that, releasing them, releasing their stuff. That acceptance energy is so freaking healing, because they don't. Then it doesn't move you anymore. Then you're light as a feather, and then you could just move on. It's that Maya energy, right? You can weigh your heart on the scale with a feather, and you are free. You're not weighed down. You're not stuck. You're not bothered. You're not stressed. You're not pressed. You know what I'm saying? You just let it go. Oh my gosh. When you let something go, oh my gosh. Like the feeling, I feel like I want to break into a Dominican accent. Mommy, like, oh my gosh, like, oh my goodness. I can't even do it right. I was just, my point is, I just feel like you just feel so nice. You just want to play. You just want to be different. You just want to be free. You just want to go outside. You know what I'm saying? You be outside. Because you ain't worried about no damn dusty. Nobody dusty, crusty son or daughter. You don't. Oh, girl. And like it's literally a shedding. It really is a shedding. If they were a snake to you, you get rid of the snake. You shed the skin or the tightness that held you back. You reduce your losses. You know what I'm saying? Anything that was depleting you, you release it. You let it go. Sayonara that bitch. Sayonara. All right, we're gonna get a couple messages from the tea leaf, and we done for the night. Tell me more, spirit. It's that big. I can't even show this mess off screen without trying to shuffle, because I can only do bit by bit, chunk by chunk, like an elephant a decks, because it's so darn big. Like, look at this thing, man. I'm gonna try though. Mm. Trying to get one at a time is ridiculous. Mountains, major challenge to overcome. That's in the past energy. Some of the major challenges to overcome is making certain decisions that you maybe been fearful to make or didn't want to make. Spirit said, make it anyway. It's what you need to do. Some of y'all at them crossroads. You need to go outside with a little, about 16 pennies and a little nip of some gin, and put that mess down at the crossroads and ask Eshu or Papa Legba about that decision you need to make. You know, for them the crossroads, the four corners. stand there, speak your question into the air. Please like, share, and subscribe. Almost forgot. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. Now, that being said, it's an energetic donation to the channel. It costs you nothing to hit a little like, then a little share, and subscribe with that bell. That way you notified, right? And it is much appreciated. So thank you in advance. Hell, thank you after. Thank you. Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue and watch your mouth. Somebody is not going to be happy that you are letting the dusty musty go. The dusty musty is definitely not going to be happy, but there will be others who are watching any situation you may have had with Dusty. Um, and they jealous, either jealous of the relationship you had or the fact that you let it go. You picked up on who Dusty is and you're not affected no more. There could be a plethora of reasons that somebody is jealous of you when it comes to the Dusty Musty. But that Dusty Musty is not your problem. Yeah, your happiness is your focus. Keep smelling them flowers. Keep staying present. Keep being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go with the flow of love. Let it take you far and wide. May it bless you wherever you go. In my spirit. Time to go out and have fun. What I said, it's time to go outside. You ain't babysitting no dusty, musty, crusty. Let them go be where they gonna be, and you need to go outside. Go have some fun. Go network. Go drink. Go brunch. Go eat. Go dance. Whatever. Go do yoga. I don't know. Go and do something for you. Go to the gym. But it's time to go outside. At least where I'm at, it's cool, but it's hot. It keeps fluctuating in between. I mean, my spirit. Go outside, enjoy that weather while you can, y'all. Go hug a tree. Go stand barefoot in some grass. Some clean grass, I hope. Come on. There you go. Successful outcome to your problem. Something bigger is on the way, y'all. It's time to think bigger, bitch. Bottom of the deck. Seek out information that will help you. That is what I told y'all at the beginning of the reading. I jumped the gun emotionally. Actually found out something was not rated as high as I thought. I should have looked at the ratings first. I had to hurry up and work on getting out of that, put it in writing real quick. I don't want no problems. But decisions have to be made. So seek out the information. Now is the time to do your due diligence. Whatever venture, whatever situation that you are contemplating right now, it is time to do your due diligence. That means your research, before and afters, reviews. Look at the stars. What are people saying? You know, how many stars does this person have? Or you know what I'm saying? Are they a 4.8 or are they a 2.1 and why? Why are people upset? Do your due diligence on your competition. Plan, and do your due diligence. Y'all have decisions to make and something big is coming, some money. I don't know what it is, but it's good. If it's a person, they coming in healed or very much in the healing phase, not as broken as you once knew. If that's what you got going on. Um, but yeah, Spirit said, I don't know, you do a good job by yourself. Now it's time to go meet people, go hang out. You might come across another Dusty Musty, but at the same time, you'll have more of a discerning eye to figure them out before they really enter your life. So take your time, but make your decisions because certain things have to be done. All right, so that's the message. Take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, it's cool. Don't take it. Just remember to like, share, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, make sure you ring that bell. It should be a red subscription button in the video over down to the right hand side. Go ahead and click that. Subscribe to the channel. That way you notify every time I come on. You know what I'm saying? Sunday nights and Thursday nights. My bad. Thursdays and Sundays 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do live donation readings. Um, so you'll be following the pinned comment at that time. I want to thank you, and I just want to tell you I appreciate y'all. In the meantime, have a good night. Peace.